Welcome to Gamers Platform. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Adam Wolf from Gamers Platform, and today, or in this video, I should say, I already put one video out, we are taking a look at an update for Overwatch. It actually just came out today, and they did their maintenance as they usually do. We're looking at update or patch 1.20.0.3. I know, a lot of numbers, but you know what? Whatever. It doesn't seem to be a very huge update, but we're going to be going over the different points. There's a couple of different sections, so we're going to be hitting every section, obviously. And starting off with the hero updates, there's actually only 3 hero updates coming into this patch. We've got Doomfist to start off. His hand cannon has gotten a small increase in the ammo recovery rate. So I have actually used him temporarily during a skirmish. And yeah, it takes a while for each bullet to to reload. So they've increased the rate from 0.8 seconds to 0.65 seconds per bullet. So it should be faster. You know, those of you who use Doomfist should definitely be able to own people while they are flying in the air, wondering what had just happened. And again, as always, I will be leaving these patch notes down in the description so you can take a look at even the developer comments. They do leave a couple of comments as to the reasons why these changes were put in, which is actually kind of nice. I like the fact that Blizzard does that. They tell you why they did it. Moving on to May, her endothermic blaster, the freeze duration actually got increased from 1 second to 1.5 seconds. So your enemies will actually be frozen a little bit longer, half a second longer. Seems like not a lot, but I mean, it does feel like a freaking eternity for being frozen. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. It says freeze or slow duration increased from 1 second to 1.5 seconds. Again, they explain why they do this in the developer comment. And her weapon alternate fire ammo cost reduced from 25 to 20, so now you can actually take more shots. I think she has, what, 150 round magazine technically, so it used to take 25 of those, so you could take about 5 shots before you had to reload. Now you can take, what, 6-ish? Something like that. It's a weird number because 25 actually goes into 150 pretty evenly. You know, you got 5 shots there, whereas is it 5, 6, something like that? I'm out of. You got 25, 50, 75, 100. That's 4. Yeah, so it's 6 shots. Now we go into 20 per shot, so that's 5 to get to 100, and then you got 2 more, sort of, and then you got 3 more, sort of. So you basically get like 1 extra shot. I don't know, that's a weird number. If her ammo count's 150, I'm pretty sure it is. Might be 200, in which case then it's pretty even. I think it's 200, because that would make more sense. 20 goes into 210 times, so you'd get 10 shots instead of 6, or whatever. I don't know. I've lost track. I've lost track of what her ammo count is, but let me know in the comments if you know. So those of you who use May, like myself, on defense, should be a little bit happier to know that you are getting a small buff. Sombra. Her EMP no longer is blocked by small objects. Example, signposts. I didn't know that her EMP could be blocked by a signpost. That's pretty funny, actually. I already don't like her, but, you know, I didn't know it could be blocked by a signpost. That seems a bit ridiculous if you ask me. I mean, most of the characters are bigger than a signpost. The fact that you could stand behind one to avoid her EMP blast is a bit much. It's a bit much. Her hack no longer gains ultimate charge from the health pack healing. So, no longer gains ultimate charge from health pack healing. I don't know much about Sombra. I don't use her a lot. But apparently you can no longer gain ultimate charge from picking up a health pack. I guess that, I don't know if that was by design or if that was a bug, but you can't do it anymore. Cast time reduced from 0.8 seconds to 0.65 seconds. So if you want to go in and hack somebody, then, you know, it'll be a little bit faster. Honestly, when I used her a couple of times in the past, I would go invisible and then and then I would try to get up behind somebody and hack them, but before I could even finish hacking, they knew they were being hacked, and I'd be killed anyway. So it's a bit rough, to say the least, the way it was before. So hopefully this will actually make her a little bit more useful without getting caught too quickly. And it also, the hack disables certain abilities from certain characters: Genji, Hanzo, Pharah, Lucio, and Mercy. The abilities that it disables are listed on the website. I'm not going to go through them, but those are the 5 characters that have abilities that can now be disabled. Actually, I'll just go over it. I don't know why I said that. Genji's cyber agility can disable it. Can be disabled. Hanzo's wall climb. Pharah's hover jets. Lucio's healing boost and speed boost turns off current song entirely. And his wall ride. That's rough. That's rough. That means he can't do anything when he gets hacked by her. And Mercy's angelic descent is also disabled by her hack now. So her machine pistol spread has been reduced from 3 to 2.7. So your machine pistol should be a little bit more accurate. I'd more call it an Uzi, really. That's basically what it is. But yeah, so your spread should be a little bit tighter, so you'll be able to hit your target better, which is good. I've used her, and it feels like I'm just spraying all over the place, and it's kind of annoying. Her opportunist ability, I can't remember which one that is. Enemy health bars are now visible when health drops below 100%, formerly 50%. So at any moment during your use of opportunist, that a enemy's health bar drops below anything below 100%, they will now be visible. Their health bars will be visible for you, and her ability to detect enemies through walls at 50% or less remains unchanged. So through walls stays the same, but I think obviously if they're in line of sight and you see them and their health drops below 100% at all, if they take any damage, then their health bars start showing. And last but not least, her translocator, the duration increased from 15 to 20 seconds. That would be, yeah, okay, so that'd be for if you want to put it on a health pack, like say you're going to go out, you're going to go out and try and do some damage. You take some hits, you can, zip on back to that health pack and heal yourself and stay in the game. Before it was only 15 seconds, which I did actually feel like was a bit low because of the fact that, once you get out there, it depends on how long it takes you to get to the action. So you have to pick and choose your health packs that you want to make sure that you get the closest one to the action. Now, maybe not so much. Maybe you can take one that's a little bit further back. You got an extra 5 seconds on top of it. So hopefully this will incentivize some of you Sombra mains to take a health pack that's a little bit more towards your spawn. I don't know. Moving on to the map updates. We got a map update for Blizzard World, which is the only one that got updated. And it's not really any changes that I actually prefer. Personally, I think the layout of Blizzard World is a bit too much. Like, in terms of, like, choke pointy. It's very choke pointy. Right off the bat, right at the beginning, there's almost... if you're facing off against a really good defensive team, it is very difficult to get through that front gate. And even taking the side paths, it doesn't matter. It still leads to the same point. So it's very choke pointy. And I'm sad to see that they really haven't changed anything in terms of the layout or the pathing or anything, which I highly doubt they're going to change, but I just don't like it. But some health pack sizes have been reduced. Some health pack locations have been changed. Maybe that'll make it a little bit easier. Maybe they've realized that it is very choke pointy, and so they move some of the health packs to make it easier for the attacking team to heal up and get back into the action. And then additional health packs have been added. So you're not only going to see the size of those health packs reduced, I think they mean physical size, so that they're not just like in your face overbearing or whatever. But they have changed a lot of them, and they've added more, which is good. Again, I hope that that's more on the attacking side of things, because defending is easy if you don't have a, derp team, obviously. But the attacking side is extremely difficult, and I hope that most of those health packs are actually on that side to maybe make it a little bit easier to push through the front gate. On to the user interface updates. One user interface update, and it's just Mercy on her Valkyrie ability. It no longer shows enemies' health bars unless they have taken damage. So something very similar to the Sombra changes, where basically if they take damage, their health bars can be seen. Same thing with Mercy. They have to take damage in order for her to see their health bars. And last but not least, onto the bug fixes. The general bug that has been fixed a bug that prevented capture the flag statistics from displaying on the career profile if the match was played on Euthea in the arcade. See, I've never played Capture the Flag. I've just been playing the base game. The only time I play the arcade is when they have like events going on. You know, you had the Uprising event and the Halloween events and stuff like that. I only really play the arcade during those events, but I've never played Capture the Flag. So if you play Capture the Flag, good news. There you go. Now you can see your stats on your career profile. And one map bug fixed a bug that sometimes prevented announcement voice lines from triggering on Blizzard World. Fixed a bug that sometimes prevented announcement voice lines from triggering on Blizzard World. Okay. I never noticed. So, you know, there you go. Minor bug, but not too big of a deal. Not too big of a deal. So that's your patch 1.20.0.3. I hope this has been informative for you guys. Just a little minor update to go along with their regularly scheduled weekly updates. They do it like every, what's today, Wednesday? Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, so every Tuesday they do a nice little update for pretty much all their games. And so this is what you get for this week. And I think I'll be doing plenty more of these, obviously, in the future, so I can keep you guys up to date and keep myself informed. Now that I'm playing more Overwatch and more competitive Overwatch, I think it's important that I find out and I understand what's going on with this game, and are the characters that I'm playing being changed in any way, shape, or form. I think it's important that we all be informed, especially if you're in the competitive scene. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and please join me again in the next one, where we pick right back up in another game update or whatever, and go over and nitpick over those patch updates. And don't forget to check the links in the video description below, especially the one for the Extra Life campaign. I'm trying to raise $200 for my local children's hospital, and it'd be really nice to hit that goal again. We hit it last year, and I know we can do it this year. If you can't give, don't worry. Don't worry. We got all year to do it, and I guarantee you we're going to hit that goal. But if you can give, don't hesitate to donate. And if you like this episode, hit the thumbs up, thumbs down if you hate it, and subscribe if you haven't already. But until next time, guys, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Overwatch, and I will see you guys in the next one.